Yeah. Welcome to the Moral Victory Podcast, the intersection of culture and sports. If you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm everyone's favorite Nigerian, Ehizoje, aka the Anointed One. Go ahead, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All you gotta do is spell my name right. That's Ehizoje. Again, that's Ehizoje.
And it's your boy Indigo, baby, Mr. Top Floor. You know where to find me on IG, INDIGOBBY. On Twitter, just add the extra Y. Let's get this shit, man.
What up, y'all? It's your technical difficulty specialist, Blake John.
Who?
Blake John. Follow me on Instagram, BOK_JHN.
Yeah. It's your boy Phoenix, the biggest. Find me at big_Phoenix. I got the guns out today, nigga. It's Labor Day, nigga.
It's
You know what time it is.
Hey, talk about it.
Come on. What's up, boys?
Talk about it.
How's y'all's weekend been?
It's been good, man. This is gonna be the best part of the fucking year so far, though.
Hopefully, man.
I'm already
Last
knowing.
time was a struggle. I'm not gonna
It was
lie.
a real struggle.
Yeah, it was.
We finessed that shit, though.
I couldn't even say nothing towards the end of the pod, too. It's already bad that I don't have like too much takes on NFL, but then I was like
You got even
tired
less.
too.
Yeah, we was falling asleep,
Yeah.
but we thugged that one out.
Mhm.
Imagine we had postponed the divisions, AFC divisions for today. Fuck no.
Hey, there we go. Blake.
Eee. Dexter.
I'm
We
here.
back.
I'm on.
What?
I what? We back. All right, we rocking out.
You guys want to get right into it?
Man, let's start this shit up from the top. Let's do this shit.
Yeah,
All right, man.
we still got working fucking technology.
Facts. We should have Blake go first on all these segments.
On me, though.
Week 1, favorite matchup, Blake.
Favorite matchup? All right, so
And we're talking about the NFL season 2024.
Got you. So I
Wait,
broke some
before we
rules.
get into this, sorry, I just
you good.
realized if I'm on a timestamp now and I'm going based off of this and you're going to edit it, it's going to mess up all the timestamps.
What you mean?
Like if you're, because I'm assuming you're going to edit it and then take out
Okay.
the beginning
this is,
part.
This is the easy fix. Just go off of whatever is on the timer right now, and then when I'm gonna have to edit anyway, so I'll take the beginning and I'll just subtract the time from your timestamps.
All right,
Yep.
bet. All right, bet.
Blake.
Sorry.
No, you good. So my favorite week 1 matchup, Jets versus Niners. I was gonna say KC versus Baltimore, but I've seen that matchup plenty of times. It's regular season, so even if Lamar whooped that ass, nobody give a shit because KC chills in the regular season. Baltimore excels. I'm most compelled by Jets Niners because I really want to see what Aaron Rodgers has left in the tank. I want to see if all this hype is fugazi. I also want to see if the Niners have fallen off or if they're, back to business as usual. So Monday Night Football, end of week 1, Jets Niners. That's what I'm looking forward to.
What about you, Indigo?
Valid. To be honest, mine was gonna be Jets Niners as well. But I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna take Houston and Indianapolis. I'm a big A-Rich fan. He balled out last year in a short time in the season, so I kind of want to see if the hype around CJ Stroud is still real, or if teams can start adjusting to him. And he's opening up as a road favorite. Indianapolis. Everybody loves the Texans. It's just a funny spot. I want to see if the Colts can put some whoop ass on that the Texans early and often.
Phoenix, you got a favorite matchup?
I sure do. And look, I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm not. I promise you, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
I have to go on Do Not Disturb because if I got a phone call, it's just gonna fuck up. This just gonna fuck up if I get a phone call, bro.
I was trying so hard to keep it together, bro.
I'm trying to get my take out. Nigga finger in my mouth, bro. I'm
Oh my god, bro. Hey yo.
Oh, shit, bro.
Oh, that was hilarious. All right, I'm gonna preface this by saying, look, I'm gonna try to not be a homer, okay, on my picks. but it's hard to not be a homer when you got one of the best teams in the NFL. Okay, so I'm just put that out there.
This
With that
nigga
being
right
said,
here.
though, my week one favorite matchup, entertainment wise, Jets Niners. Come on now. What are we talking about here? One of the best defenses, top 3, maybe top defense versus one of the best offenses and defenses, but offenses especially. That's going to be an explosive matchup. Not only that, but Aaron Rodgers is back and we actually get to see him play this time. So we get to see how that elevates players like Garrett Wilson, everybody else on the team. Look, casual ass nigga. That's all.
He said Garrett Wilson and everybody else on the team.
The Wicked Ferguson.
You right though.
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga.
But yeah, should be a good one. I can't.
Hey, you hit that 60 seconds
Because I was getting my mouth fingered.
No, I waited for
okay.
you to reset, man. My week one favorite matchup. I was gonna do Ravens Chiefs, but Blake said that was basic. So I'm gonna go Jaguars Dolphins. Jags started 8-3 last year. They were one of the best teams in the AFC. We're gonna see if they can right this ship. I want to see where Trevor Lawrence is at in his development. Is he really gonna be that franchise quarterback? And then obviously Dolphins. I want to see if they can repeat this offensive success from last season. I want to see if HN can stay healthy. I want to see how many touches he gets in week one, whether it's out of the backfield or if he gets split out wide. So I got Dolphins Jaguars as my favorite week one matchup.
Valid.
Next up, we got week one best or not best bet, but week one bets. So there's gonna be a new little segment that we're gonna do every week. We're gonna start off with $100 bankroll in week one. And we're going to give our bets and see who makes the most money by the end of the season. So you can only do a max of 3 bets. And you got to give how much you're going to bet on each of your bets. Let's start off with Blake. Give us your bets of the week.
All right, so I'm going to go vanilla right now. I'm going to play it safe. We got Texans -2.5 against Indianapolis. And we got Cardinals +5.5 against Buffalo. I'm going to parlay those two. I do need to see what the odds are. Andy, off the top of your head, do you know what a 2-team parlay spread is? Got to be like plus.
No, it depends on the odds.
I think they're both
like plus 215, something like that. Let me see.
Yeah, they're both -110 if I'm not mistaken.
Nigga didn't even do his homework, bro. This nigga, god damn.
My fault. Hey, this is the first week.
You
Also, EJ,
unbelievable.
are we resetting that $100 limit every week?
No, you got to accrue your winnings or losing. So if you end up with $0, I'm sorry.
You out.
No. You'll get an
Or-
extra
or you-
$100 each week. So
Okay,
you'll
so
get the extra 100, so you can still always play. But if you up 380 in week one, you get 480 to work with the next week.
Gotcha.
so if that's the case,
That's what I'm thinking.
you might as well all bet our $100 week one.
That's the incentive of like.
That's
Oh yeah,
reckless.
exactly. That's the incentive. Use that shit up.
Don't tell me what to do with my money, nigga.
All right, you said what, Blake? You said
It's gonna be
Texans money line.
-2.5, and then
Got
it's gonna
you.
be Cardinals +5.5.
Right now, that's coming out to plus 268.
Yep. So I'm about to do like a 20 to win like 52.
All right, you got more money. What you trying to do with the rest?
I think I'm gonna chill on that.
That's all you got?
I'm gonna chill on. That's all I'm doing. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
All right, say less. So you got 20 to win. That's gonna win you $53, and it was gonna say $54. No decimal points. $54.
Thank you, sir.
Keep
All right,
that 50
Phoenix.
cents.
Well, what's your bet?
All right. I'm taking the over all 100. Easy
Ooh.
bet on Jettas receiving. He
Ooh.
playing the fucking Giants, bro. That's easy money, bro.
What's the line?
I believe the line is. Look, I should know this.
Let me look this shit up.
The line is 82.5
Mhm.
minus 115.
All right, for sure.
How much money would that give him?
Let's see. Receiving for your boy Jay Jettas over that shit. Let's see. 100 down. Gonna get you $88. I like that.
So you risking 100, and you're gonna be at 180 if you win. I'm risking 20, and I'm gonna be at about 154 if I win.
Damn, bro.
Well, you also have two things I need to go right. He only need one thing to go right. And he played
you got bigger risk, man. You got bigger
I'm just
risk.
saying, he going 100. He just no lose, just 100 on Jay Jettas over. That's wild.
I mean, he gets another 100 next week.
I like that shit.
But you gotta have a lot of faith.
Damn, I'm letting my nuts hang, nigga.
You gotta have a lot of faith in Sam Darnold. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the real part right there. We trust Jay Jettas. Do we trust Sam Darnold?
Yeah, I think he'll be.
But go ahead. You was talking about that secondary. Because I kind of agree with you there.
Secondary.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And how they were the sixth worst against wide receivers last year.
Look at that.
I think
the boy knows his shit.
Yeah, no little TikTok research. Don't hurt nobody.
Never hurt nobody.
Yeah, but I think that's a safe bet. You know, obviously our betting segment right now. It's a little different for the people out to take out the veil a little bit. We had a little disagreement on how we were going to go about this segment. So next week, I'll have a more intricate bet now knowing I could split up my 100. But for this week, and especially because I get another 100 next week, I'm putting it in the hands of Sam Darnold. Fuck it.
Balls to the wall. No lose.
Baby.
All right, my best. So this is what I got. All right, DJ Nation, stand with me for a bit. All right, I'm taking the Panthers plus 4.5. I'm putting 30 of my dollars, my hard-earned dollars, on the Panthers plus 4.5 minus 120, so that'll get me $25. I'm putting another $30 on the Seahawks minus 5.5 versus the Broncos minus 120. That'll give me $25. I'm buying Bryce Young this year. I feel like he's in a good spot. Division underdog. This division, every game that happens in this division, NFC South, you take the underdog if it's more than 3. And the Saints, I don't have faith in. Seahawks. And there's no worse quarterback in the league that returns. There's no worse quarterback in the league to bet on as a favorite than Derek Carr. He'll lose you so much of your money. Seahawks I'm taking because we fading rookies in week 1, and I feel like that's the best rookie to fade. I don't want to fade Caleb Williams or
Jaden Daniels.
I kind of would bet against Jaden Daniels too, but I like the Seahawks better.
What about Bo Nix?
That's who I'm fading.
Okay.
I like Bo though. I feel like Bo's going to be good this year, but week 1, I think Seahawks are going to have a nasty defense. I'm going to take him at home. It's a little much for a rookie to walk into. Mm-hmm. After that, I got my underdog. Oh, you know what? I got a $30 because we going broke today. I got $30 on a 2-leg player prop parlay. Devonta Smith 50 yards, Cooper Kupp 70 plus yards. That's $30 to win $70 or $67. You know, 2 guys who should show out, good matchups. I'm gonna take them. On top of that, my Hail Mary for the week is a $10 underdog lay. I'm taking the Colts on the money line against the Texans. I'm taking the Giants on the money line, super short underdog, against the Vikings. And I'm taking the Panthers outright on the road in New Orleans. All those 3 teams will get you plus 1,208, $10 to win 120. Boom. Rack up. I'm gonna be rich.
All right. Andy, you ready for this math?
Let's see this shit. He just got the most intricate shit. We had to give him an extra fucking play this week just because he had so much intricate shit. So I'm curious to see what the fuck this look like.
Yeah, AJ, make sure you highlight that 4th one too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you exactly.
We want to know how necessary it was.
All right. So the first one I have, and each of these bets are gonna be for $25.
Okay.
Derrick Henry. I'm gonna do the over on 65.5 rushing yards. The Ravens love to run the ball. They're going to give him as many touches as he can handle. The only person behind him is Justice Hill. It's going to be against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to want to set the tone. It's minus 120. Give me 25 on that.
Bet.
Next, same game. And this is where the extra bet came in. First, I'm going to do the over on Rashee Rice receiving yards. 60.5 receiving yards. That's minus 114. Give me 25 on that. Why? Because they're going to pepper him with targets. They're going to use Xavier Worthy to pull the safety away. He's going to be getting as much work as he can get down in the middle of the field, and also pre-motion snaps coming out the backfield. He's going to get a lot of touches this year. Just in general, I think that 60.5 line is probably going to be the lowest it's going to be for the next couple of weeks. But the extra one that I want to add was also receptions for Rashee Rice. If he's going to get over 60.5 receiving yards, he's going to get over 5.5 receptions. So I wanted to hammer that down as well, but I want it separate. Just in case, because it only takes one catch from Rashee Rice to go 40, 50 yards to go over that receiving yards. But receptions, I feel like he's going to be one of Patrick Mahomes' favorite targets this year. I want to play it safe by having it separate from the receiving yards. So that's going to be minus 125. So give me 25 on that, over 5.5 receptions for Rashee Rice. And then the last one, Jordan Love going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going under 34.5 passing attempts. So give me 25 on that, minus 117. I feel like with Josh Jacobs, they're going to run the ball a lot. The Eagles have a crazy defensive line. They're going to want to set the tone. They're going to be able to get to the quarterback a lot. They want to protect Jordan Love. Unless it's a blowout, I do not see Jordan Love having over 34.5 passing attempts. So give me the under 25 on that. Andy, how much money I'm making?
Oh, my bad, folks. Bro, you give me 10 bets, bro.
Nigga, I said, are you ready? And you said,
I didn't know you were talking to me. I thought you were talking to the public, bro.
You've been calculating everybody's money.
Bro, I knew you were for fucking
talking
10 leg ass bets, bro. I don't even got some of your bets in FanDuel. They don't even got receptions, bro. All right, let's see.
I'm on Action Network. What Blake said, bro.
Oh, you know what? I like that. Let's keep it to that. All right. So
you can set up Action Network to only show FanDuel odds too, right?
Bro, EJ, you should have already put this shit in here.
Yeah,
you gonna have 4 bets. You gotta do some of the legwork, my boy. You already on Action Network. Put that shit in. You got him.
Nigga. I don't have it. I just looked up the odds, bro.
Yeah, he just downloaded it. I should have told him.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, we starting something new, y'all. So y'all bear with us. You feel me? It's gonna be worked out by week 2, hopefully.
Look, I'll say it again: $25 on Derrick Henry over on the rushing yards.
And he plays for the Ravens.
$25 on Rashee Rice over reception yards. $25 on Rashee Rice again over receptions. And Jordan Love, $25 under on pass attempts.
So you said Derrick Henry, he was what, minus 120?
Yep.
Cool. That's gonna get you $21. Then we got in the same game. Oh, we could do a same game parlay here. You feel me? Let's see. Receiving Rashee Rice. Boom. Over 61.5. What was his odds? 120. Boom. 1, 2, 3 cookamats. And then receiving receptions. You feel me? Where they at though? Right here. Blake. you funny as shit. All right, we're gonna do, what was it? 5.5, 6.5?
5.5.
5.5.
125.
Minus 125. I like that play actually. I like
the reception yards was minus 114.
Big bet.
Wait, what's so funny, Andy?
You moving the camera through everything, my boy.
I'm trying to set it up, but it's like not standing up.
And the last one was which one?
Jordan Love under 34.5 passing attempts, minus 117.
Got you. Minus 117. Ooh, rush yards too. All right. So let's see. Wait, hold on. Pass completions.
Copy my homework and play some of these bets.
Oh,
I ain't
God.
playing none of your shit.
I'm taking everybody's bets, bro. I'm taking the average off of
slam the Panthers, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Slam the Panthers.
That's crazy. Don't look, Andy, you gotta lose y'all some money.
I know that hurts your heart to hear.
Saints
All
was
right.
my survivor pick before we took it out.
Really?
Yeah, they're playing at home.
You
Yo,
trust
Andy-
the Saints?
At
Andy
home,
sent
yes.
so much shade to the Saints. EJ gonna take that one personally.
At
I
home,
know
yes.
he
Bro.
is.
Saints at home, week 1. What are we talking about?
I'm gonna repeat.
Mine was an
There's
easy
no
one.
worse QB to trust as a favorite than Derek Carr in
I'm
the
not
last
trusting
10
the
years.
quarterback. I'm trusting the offensive coordinator and the defense.
It don't matter.
It's
Derek
still
Carr.
Bryce Young on the other side.
Derek
It's
Carr
still
has had
Bryce Young on
seven.
the other side.
Derek
my
Carr has
nigga.
had 7
Just
different
tell me how much
offensive
money I'm
coordinators.
making.
You ain't making shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right, let's see. So, bro, this is way too complicated, bro. Okay. So Rasheed, let me see, bro. All that shit is gonna get you. This shit not even showing me the odds. Hold up, though. All right, 21. Boom. 21. That's 42.
Stay in school, kids.
I'm telling y'all right now, man. It's crucial. That's
Welcome to this
42.
week's
That's
edition of
62.
Negro Math.
That's 62. We at 62 plus 22. 84.
88.
Stay in school, y'all. 84. 100 to win 84 for EJ.
All right.
Tapped in, y'all. Those are our week 1 bets. You feel me? Go ahead and you can. We're gonna chop this shit up next week, and we're gonna hold everybody accountable and see who's winning, who's racking up, who's not, and then we're gonna have another week to try again.
Mhm.
Make y'all rich.
It's your boy back again.
Hey, that shit was fun though. That shit gonna
That
be
was
tight.
fine.
All right, man. Let's get into some predictions for this upcoming NFL season. Let's start with Rookie of the Year. Blake, who's your offensive Rookie of the Year prediction? Actually, let's start with Indigo, baby.
Well, you know what I was thinking we do is each person say their full list of predictions,
Okay.
and then we can kind of chop up what we feel like per person. So
Bet,
it's
bet.
been like
I feel like
somebody-
that might be a lot because I have reasons to one.
Yeah, I feel like it would be easier for the chops, especially since we're doing
so much easier for the chops. So each person can have their own video about like what their one take for all together, and then we can kind of get into it, and you can still give reasonings after too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then we can still chop those up too. So we can say like, this is my full list and give like one sentence for each one. And then after that, be like, you know what? I think this for coach of the year. I think this for blah, blah, blah. And we can still use those chops too.
All right. Y'all
That
want
makes
60
sense.
seconds or 90 seconds on the clock?
90 seconds.
Really quick, were we gonna do our lock of the week?
I feel like that's included in your
Lock of the week.
I thought there was week 1 best bet, and then there's 3 bets.
we were doing that. That's why I said all encompassing. We can keep it together.
Oh, my fault. Okay.
Unless you want to do
Nah,
Lock
keep it pushing.
Yo, keep it pushing.
yeah, we did too much. Your lock of the week should be your biggest bet anyway.
Right.
All right, Andy. Indigo, we're gonna start with you. Rookie of the Year predictions, offensive and defensive. We want the defensive player of the year prediction, the MVP prediction, coach of the year prediction, and also your Super Bowl matchup and who you have winning. You are on the clock starting now.
Wait, hold on. I can't even pull my shit up. My time not running yet, though. Hold up.
I'm ready.
All right, Blake, you go ahead, my guy.
Bet.
My
All right,
bad,
so
y'all. I literally exit out
Are
my
you good?
notes.
Y'all got me? Y'all heard me?
Yeah, we got you. Oh, I
You
found
just need to keep your phone steady.
Yeah, my fault.
Your time is starting now.
Rookie of the Year predictions. Offensive rookie, Marvin Harrison Jr. Gonna be lit in Arizona. We got defensive rookie of the year, Chop Robinson. I don't really know much about defensive rookies, but that name is crazy. Defensive player of the year, Aiden Hutchinson. He's gonna be on the NFC favorite, Detroit Lions. Easy money. MVP prediction, I broke a little rules on this one. It's gonna be CJ Stroud or Josh Allen. One of those QBs is gonna put the team on their back, and they're gonna take them deep into the playoffs, go on a playoff run. Push to shove, I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud. Coach of the year prediction. I also broke the rules. It's gonna be either Coach Harbaugh for turning around the cursed ass Chargers, or it's gonna be Coach Gannon for finally getting Arizona to make the playoffs in that tough NFC West. Super Bowl matchup. I hate this one because it's so basic. It's gonna be Chiefs versus Lions, and my prediction for the winner is gonna be Chiefs.
All right.
Well
Phoenix.
done, my boy.
Phoenix, let's
The
hear your
frown. That's that.
That
90
was well
second
done.
drill.
let's hear
Let's
your
go.
lineup starting now.
Yo, rookie of the year prediction. I'm gonna go offensively, Jaden Daniels, and I know that quarterbacks usually aren't getting the rookie of the year awards usually, but I don't know. I have some faith in this dude for turning around the weak ass Commanders. If he does that, I think that's enough to get him offensive player of the year. Defensive rookie is going to be Jared Verse. I think somebody's going to have to fill in the vacuum. Aaron Donald, he's fast. He's nice. I believe in him. I'm going to go Jared Verse. Defensive player of the year prediction. I'm just keep it basic. I'm going to go Myles Garrett. I don't see any. I'm a big believer in that big ass nigga, bro. Big gorilla ass nigga, bro. I can't not put him on my list. MVP predictions. I'm going Lamar Jackson, baby. I don't know. I'm going Lamar. I just feel, especially, and you know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, how can I go Lamar Jackson and not have him in my Super Bowl pick? That's crazy. So I might have to switch it up. But
What you gotta do?
All right, coach of the year prediction. I'm being biased. I'm doing Jim Harbaugh Super Bowl matchup winners prediction. I'm doing Chiefs versus Eagles. I can't not bet against the Chiefs, and I didn't want to put the 49ers because y'all know I'm gonna be a homer, but Eagles. But I really think the 49ers.
Woo! You're the first one to get that shut up voice drop, baby.
He got through it though. He got through it.
You hustle that shit. Wait, who you got winning the Super Bowl though?
Chiefs.
Valid. All right,
Andy. 90 seconds. You on the clock. Starting now.
All right, so my offensive rookie of the year is going to be Jaden Daniels, like Q said. I think he's going to ball out. He doesn't have a lot of weapons right now, and I don't trust his coaching staff, but I just think he's going to impress for real. Defensive rookie of the year, I'm going with Dallas Turner for the Vikings. He's going to be a heavy blitz scheme with Brian Flores, and I think he's going to be the one shining spot on that defense. He got crazy measurables. Defensive player of the year, I'm going basic. I'm going with a behemoth, the giant Myles Garrett. He's going to be on a league-leading defense again, and it's usually one of these guys that are in the top 4, 25 to 30 years old type shit. Coach of the year, watch out for the fucking Seahawks, man. Mike McDonald. If he gets into the playoffs after everybody's doubting them in that tough-ass division, he's going to get the votes. I'm telling you, Mike McDonald, coach of the year. On top of that, I'm going MVP, basic as fuck, Patrick Mahomes. He's coming off 2 Super Bowls. The fucking voters are already probably going to be backing him. I'm riding with him. He's got a bunch of new weapons. He's going to have a better O-line. It's just his time. So I'm going to take him. Super Bowl matchup, I'm taking the Chiefs and the Lions. Like Blake said, keeping it basic. It's usually one of these teams that are top 6 in odds. And I think the Lions get shit done and break the curse, boy. I don't believe Chiefs are going to win 3 in a row. So those are my picks. Let's rock with it, baby.
I bet. Somebody put 90 seconds on the clock for me, man.
I got you.
Got you.
Let me know when to start.
No, actually, Q, you do it so you can play the sound. Get this nigga. Give him 20 seconds, bro.
And you on the clock.
Rookie of the year, offensively, I'm going Malik Neighbors. Remember Garrett Wilson's rookie year. That's essentially what's going to happen. And on the other side of New York, Dayball's coaching for his job. Daniel Jones is playing for his. They're going to hit the ball in his hands as often as possible. A defensive rookie of the year, I'm going to be with Indigo on this one. Dallas Turner, he's going to start right away. Vikings, they're not going to be good, but he's going to have moments to shine. I think Aiden Hutchinson from 2 years ago as well. That's going to be my comp for his rookie season. Defensive player of the year predictions. Nick Bosa has never won defensive player of the year. He was holding out last season. He didn't have a training camp. I think that slowed down his start to the season. I could see him with the chip on the shoulder. Niners just lost in the Super Bowl last year. They're going to want to come out hard and heavy. Pause. Nick Bosa, defensive player of the year. MVP predictions. I'm going Pat Mahomes, man. This is the first time he has a downfield threat since Tyreek left. With the emergence of Rashee Rice, he still has Kelsey there as a safety net. And now Pacheco has come on as a strong runner. This is going to be the most complete Chiefs offense that we've seen in a long time. He's going to get his 3rd MVP. Coach of the year predictions. NFC West, just like Indigo, but instead of Seattle Seahawks, I'm going Jonathan Gannon. Cardinals might be able to win 10-plus games this year. I got in the Super Bowl, Chiefs versus Cowboys. Kansas City's going to win. And Yeah, that's what I got.
Chiefs versus Cowboys is so crazy.
The Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys, man. America's team.
Wild.
EJ,
America's
always,
team.
it's always
America's
the last word out of his mouth, bro. It's
America's
always the last
Yeah,
word out of his
everything was
mouth.
great, and then the
If I
nigga said
had
Cowboy.
more time, I
Look.
would have explained. But you know, things
Charles
happen.
Barkley.
The floor is yours.
The floor is yours. Talk about them Cowboys.
Bro, Dak Prescott's in a contract year. We know what happens with players in their contract year. Not only is he in a contract year, he's going to be able to be the first quarterback to make over $60 million a year. Over $60 million a year. And we'll see how much of that is guaranteed. I do not think that the Cowboys are going to want to sign him to that. They're going to wait. They're going to bet against him, essentially. They're going to hedge their bets, and he's going to have to play his way into that contract.
And you trust him to do that?
Yes, in 2020, before he got hurt with his leg injury, he was on pace to pass for 7,000 yards through 7 games. You guys know how crazy that is? Y'all know how crazy that is? That's Dak Prescott. Put some respect on Dak Prescott. I wouldn't pick him to get into a fight with, but I 100% would pick him to lead my
That hit a
team
nigga with that.
into the NFL. Receiving wise, Jake Ferguson, CD Lamb. What can I say, man? They're nasty. I don't think they're going to win.
You trust him with all these starters they lost?
Yes.
And you trusted Dak in the playoffs?
Yes.
That's crazy.
You trust Coach McCarthy too?
No.
That's
why they're going to lose to Andy in the Super Bowl.
You don't trust the coach, but you trust the coach to get them to the Super Bowl.
Trust the players to get them to the Super Bowl. It's a week, this is football here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not the NBA.
It's a weak NFC, man. It's a weak NFC.
They're not beating the Lions with that.
They're not beating the Niners.
They might not have to face
the Eagles.
They might not have to face the Lions or the Niners.
They're going to face one of them. Dang.
They're going to have to face one of them niggas, bro.
They
might not.
Green Bay too.
They might not
do that last year.
Yeah,
they couldn't even beat Green Bay. I think,
Fuck
man. Dallas is, let's be real, the Cowboys are soft. It's not about a team. They've had a great team for fucking 5-7 years. They just soft, bro. They weak. They not built for this shit.
Yeah, you think
they're folders.
Dak Prescott.
Folders.
You trust Dak Prescott in the
Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. Like
in the regular season.
Yeah.
He's good, but not great.
He hasn't proven anything in the playoffs yet.
No,
I can't wait till we get to our top 10 quarterback list. Y'all gonna hate me.
Oh yeah, I can already tell.
But
I'm telling y'all, the Seahawks are coming up, and
get on this nigga. This nigga said the Seahawks, bro.
Y'all gonna see this.
Bro.
All this Cardinals love y'all got. All this Cardinals love y'all got. The Seahawks are gonna have a top 5 defense. I'm telling y'all right now.
Maybe
they gotta have a top 5 defense.
NFC West is wide open, so I'm not.
NFC West is wide open. They got a lot of young talent. They've drafted really well.
If they have a top 5 defense, that means their offense is trash.
Why?
It correlates. It 100% correlates. The better your offense, the less time your defense has to rest. That's why we see these teams that have great defenses perform terrible in the regular season.
What you mean? Like the actual team performs terrible?
Yeah. Why did the Browns have such a good defense last year?
Because they got the offense was ass.
The offense was ass, my nigga.
Okay, I'm saying
all of a sudden Nick Chubb gets injured and then the defense comes on, the same defense they've had for the last 3-4 years.
The defense was already tight from week 1.
Same with Kansas City. The year that they had the weakest offense, the defense stepped up. So I kind of see what you just saying.
It 100% correlates, bro.
It does correlate.
They step up because
they have
it's
a bad
need.
defense, but to say that they have a top 5 defense, bro, their numbers are not going to look great like that until we reach the playoffs where the game slows down.
But
during the regular season,
we gotta put some specifics on, especially in regards to the Seahawks. If their defense is going to be, are you saying they're going to be a top 5 defense?
I'm gonna say they're the top 5 defense.
Okay, if they're going to have a top 5 defense, EJ, you're claiming that the offense is going to be trash. Let's put some specifics to it. What do you think? Bottom 10. So you don't trust Geno, you don't trust DK, you don't trust.
I said if it's a top 5 defense.
The Chiefs had a top 5 defense. Their offense wasn't bottom 5.
That's Patrick Mahomes.
It's not going to be automatically in tune.
Bro,
there's plenty of teams. The Pats have had a top 5 defense before and had a top 10 offense. Like it's not.
So have the Niners.
Okay, another
the Niners. That's Brock Purdy. That's Brock Purdy.
Hey, I don't think it goes both ways.
Kyle Shanahan, you mean? That's Kyle Shanahan.
Bro, the Seahawks actually got a good coaching staff. Mike McDonald is that nigga. You're going to learn. He's that nigga. They brought him for a reason. His scheme also matches up great with the Shanahan and the McVay system. So he might get a game or two, probably two, off them. And on top of that, he's in a weak-ass conference. They could skate by a lot of these background teams.
West is not a weak conference, bro. You got the Niners, you got the Rams, you got the Seahawks, and the Cardinals.
I'm telling you, the Cardinals are dust, bro.
Oh, okay. You said conference, not division. My fault.
Conference, yeah. The
The
division is tough. I don't trust the Cardinals defense. That's my thing with the Cardinals. Like offensively, yeah, they nasty, bro. They got hella talent on that team. But defensively, I don't think they're gonna be able to win many games. They're just gonna look good on offense and be great for fantasy.
Shout out Coach Gannon.
That could be a bet.
Oh, by the way, Q, he's from the Ravens. That's why I think the Ravens are falling off too.
Was he a defensive coordinator? Is that why you
DC? Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
but I don't know, man. The thing is, I don't trust Geno like that either. But I think they can make playoffs, and I think if they make playoffs, he got a shot. I think they could win like 9, maybe. I don't know about 10 games, but I think they could be in play for 9 games.
That would be so beautiful to see.
Crazy.
Winning 10 games?
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know how you do without the defense.
17 games.
And when the offense becomes top 5, the defense is going to fall off a cliff.
100%. And in my notes, I just didn't have time to say it. I said they have the offensive weapons to keep up with anybody. So that's really going to be where they get like a lot of their dubs for the Cardinals.
But those teams, I feel like, never get 10 wins. They always max out at like 8 because there's going to be a bunch of games.
You weren't watching the early 2010s New Orleans Saints.
Nigga, this is not the 2010s, like where nobody had offense and shit. Everybody has offense now.
What do you mean nobody had an offense early 2010s? What are we talking about right now?
The 2010s?
Compared to 5,000-yard passers we had early 2010s?
Compared to now.
It was Drew Brees. Nobody
you think offense was easier back then than it is now?
Somebody look up how many 5,000-yard passers.
Yeah, a couple of guys balled out. Matt Stafford and Drew Brees and all them, they balled out, but not everybody else.
Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger. What are we talking about, bro?
It was a collection of elite talent. Peyton Manning wasn't even doing that shit. 5,000 yards. No, he wasn't.
It was close. He had 50 touchdowns.
Bro, it was like 5 elite niggas, and the rest of them were not doing that shit. Now the worst team has offense.
We had last season. Just do that for me, please.
Well, that's different because we had half the league get hurt.
How many 5,000 passing yard?
Half the league got hurt, bro.
Copping a plea, bro.
No, I'm saying half the league got hurt. Dead ass. I was watching what was his name, Mike DeVito for the New York Giants play. Like,
oh, you thought Daniel Jones was gonna hit that?
He could have hit more than whatever DeVito hit.
How many 5,000-yard passes did we have last season in the NFL?
The 2020.
That don't even make sense, bro. Okay. On top of that, do how many starting QBs got injured? Because I guarantee you it's over half.
Do that after. Let's see.
I guarantee it's over half.
NFL.
I think Pat Mahomes might have been the last person to hit 5,000, and that was like 2-3 years ago.
Why can I not find this? Am I typing it wrong? How many 5,000 plus yard passers? Stop showing
just so
me
y'all, offense is 100% for sure easier in today's game.
Passing leaders for last year, we got Tua at 4,600. We had Jared Goff 4,500. Dak Prescott 4,500. Those were the top 3 passers last year. Andy.
Say it again.
All you saying is passing. That's one measure. Measure rushing.
Tua in that historic offense too didn't get 5,000.
Bruh.
That's what I'm saying. Jared Goff 4,500 yards. Dak Prescott 4,500 yards, bro.
So is Kyler Murray in 5K?
I ain't saying
offense is easier. Offense is easier in today's game. Why don't you go by points scored? Let's go by points scored per possession. That's the real metric. Points scored per possession. I'm gonna look it up right now. Not fucking passing yards. I don't give a fuck about passing yards. There's 10 different ways to score. Let me see. Points per possession. NFL by year. This is definitely going to be way too tough to look up. League average points per possession. Oh, there we go. What's up?
Thing that makes me sick is, you know how EJ has them hot takes. He said Malik Neighbors is going to be offensive rookie of the year, and I got him in both my leagues. So I'm a little. I got him in one of my leagues.
My
so
takes actually usually come out right, bro.
He keeps saying that, but it's not true, bro.
No, I'm about to hold on. I'm about to tell y'all a stat from 2011. I'm about to tell y'all a stat from 2011 that's gonna blow y'all's mind. Eli motherfucking Manning passed for 4,900 yards.
Top 10 Eli?
That's your guy,
In 2011. What are we talking about, bro?
bro. The
What are we
offense is
really talking
easier.
about? Eli Manning?
Offense is easier now, bro. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Eli Manning? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
The game is also slowed down a lot right now because a lot of teams. What happened the last 5 years is that a lot of teams are not letting teams get away with the deep ball. So the pace of play is just slowed down in general.
But
like
the offense
overall.
is easier.
Is
But the
offense
offense is
easier?
The offense is easier though. It just takes longer to get down the field, so you don't have as much time to put up points.
That don't make sense,
This
bro.
nigga
Yes, it do.
Yeah, you're contradicting yourself.
No. The upside, like people just having stupid, dumb seasons, is limited now. It's capped. But actually scoring like per possession is easier. Bro, let me find these stats, bro. I was just looking at this shit last month.
I think now there's just a lot more flags and QBs can run a lot easier. But I wouldn't say that the passing is easier.
I think it's easier to score now than it was back then.
Yeah, it might be easier to score, but I guess like passing.
Like if you have a drive, if you line up on your 20, your percentage likelihood of you putting points on the board is more now than it was 15 years ago. Is basically my point. So to say the Cardinals are gonna have this stupid, dumb, elite offense that nobody can keep up with, I think there's a lot of teams that are gonna be able to keep up with them. Can they stop somebody though? You can't stop nobody. Every team is good enough to put up points.
In 2022, Pat
The
Mahomes
Giants put up 40 points on this team last year.
In 2022, Pat Mahomes was the only person to pass for over 5K yards. In 2021, it was only Tom Brady and Justin Herbert. In 2020, it was only Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, and if you remember those teams, they were just deep balling the whole time.
In 2011, we had Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, and then Eli Manning was on the cusp. And then we had Aaron Rodgers and Philip Rivers, both with over 4,600 along with that.
I think the game was played differently too, because you either ran the ball or you threw a deep ball. Now it's like a lot of dip and dunk, a lot of over the middle type shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it takes longer for these drives. Scoring just by like, you feel me?
We're gonna let Blake just say that there's more over the middle passes in today's NFL, bro. We used to have medicine. Where do you think the term medicine ball came from, bro? Like niggas used to send niggas to the hospital, bro.
That was like 1980 though. Compared to, and then it shifted to like a bunch of D balls and shit, and then it shifted back a little bit.
You're protected now.
What are we talking about?
Over the middle now.
Yeah, they're not headhunting like they used to be, bro.
That defensive receiver rule. That defensive receiver rule.
I thought we were comparing to specifically the 2010s though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to your point.
When you had the Wes Welkers and all the white dudes in the slot, like
bro,
what are we talking about?
White dudes all
over the middle now.
It's still white dudes everywhere, bro.
You're a Patriots fan. I can't believe you said that as a Patriots fan. That's all you used to do.
Bro, he has one team. Where the rest of the niggas who was going over the slot?
I can't believe it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The niggas who are actually balling out in the league are the ones that are going over to Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra. You feel me? Like
Tyreek Hill,
Tyreek Hill, dump off for 5 yards, run 30 yards. That's his game.
No, that is not what he does now. It's
Tua ain't throwing no 50-yard bombs to him.
Yeah,
he's behind him, but Tyreek is so open that he just slows down catches.
Where do you think Cooper Kupp makes his money?
You know how many times we've seen that, bro?
That's your white guy right there, Cooper Kupp. Even Puka.
Cooper Kupp is an X. He's just small, but he plays the X, bro.
But he plays over the middle and in zones. That's what he does best. That's what I'm saying. All these niggas are playing smart.
CD Lamb.
Nah, bro. You tweaking.
Hey, clip this up. I hope the internet kills y'all, bro.
You tweaking.
Y'all making shit.
Hey,
just
tweaking.
I just realized we didn't count the fantasy pick in our.
No. We can do that separate.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's get into it now.
Yes, sir.
I bet.
All right, Phoenix. What's your fantasy pick of the year?
I'm gonna stand by just because he dropped down lower than I thought, and I was able to get him on a discount. My boy Derrick Henry, bro. I feel like he's about to bring crazy amounts of value for people who got him at a discount like me, you know. And at the end of the day, because he's on this dynamic team, the Ravens, they're gonna have to. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Derrick Henry's usage here at the Ravens could be really beneficial for someone like Lamar so he can stop running so much. You can kind of offload some of that running onto Derrick Henry, and probably do it heavily the first week. I think EJ said that.
I agree
in his
too.
prediction.
Lamar Loki has not been running the last 2-3 years.
Yeah, bro, and he fucked up
He
my
pissed me
whole
off last
fantasy
year.
league. Yes,
Yeah,
he
it
fucked
pissed
up
me
my
off
whole
last year.
season. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Derrick Henry.
Lamar Jackson
Valid.
did slim back up this year, by the way. He had bulked up in previous years past. He was a little
Yeah, I don't know
slower.
about that
He
one.
came back into camp. I think he said 15, 20 pounds lighter. So we might see early Lamar Jackson back.
With that O line, shit,
running
man.
the RPO too with Derrick Henry, where
Yeah.
you fake to Henry, they're gonna squeeze on him, and
Yeah.
Lamar's just gonna bounce outside. I think.
Nah, it's gonna be nasty because Lamar's
That's
gonna
why
always take an extra defender with him. So
There you go.
Henry against one, man,
That's
sometimes
why I
zero.
draft Derrick Henry because it's hard to read. I don't know who's gonna be doing a lot of running in that offense because
It's gonna be Derrick Henry.
I think it's gonna be Henry.
Yeah, Baltimore running backs do a lot of work historically.
Lamar's not been running the same.
Yeah, Lamar scrambles, so he likes to stay in the pocket. He's been typecast as somebody who's a running quarterback, but even in college, he was really a pocket passer. All right, real quick.
He's still not a pocket passer.
No, he's a pocket passer for sure.
That's crazy.
Go watch some tape. Go watch some tape.
Niggas
Niggas talking about Louisville like that shit real, bro. He can't pass in the pocket. He's not a pocket passer, bro. He a pocket runner.
Go watch some tape.
I watched the tape of him versus the Chiefs last year. I seen that shit.
You didn't see Odell begging him to run the ball?
Yeah,
Like that means he's a pocket
like,
passer.
that's what makes him different. Pocket passer, he's not even average. He's probably average right there.
But he's a pocket passer. We're not talking about how much he excels. It's what he plays like, bro. Like, what are we talking
What does
about?
that mean? He's a pocket
He
passer.
stays in the fucking pocket, nigga. What are we talking about?
Lamar Jackson stays in the pocket.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right,
That's crazy.
All right.
That's
All right.
crazy.
This
All right.
nigga said the best runner in the fucking league history stays in the pocket. Then everybody's a pocket passer, bro.
If you don't watch, just say
It's a
that.
pocket
If you don't
passer.
know
All
ball,
pocket
just say
passes.
that, bro. If you don't know
This
ball,
Bro,
just say
it's
that.
talking about
exactly-
Louisville.
This is exactly why I'm worried about Malik Neighbors, bro.
Look, man. Hey,
Hey, trade that nigga now, bro.
listen,
I got
Trade that
you,
nigga
bro.
now,
Listen.
bro.
people smarter than me. When it comes to football will let you know that Lamar Jackson excels in the pocket. So
Okay, see now you said excel. Is he a pocket passer? He excel in the pocket. I think I think he was underrated in the pocket. Now I think, man, the jury's kind of out. He got to show something. He tried to show something last year. Who was his
MVP
I'ma
year.
show something to these dudes, and he couldn't do it.
where he ran a lot less. You're right.
Yeah,
And
he
won
ran
the
a lot
MVP.
less. We saw what happened versus the
you're right.
Chiefs.
You're right. But he
Ah.
won the MVP regular season, right?
And who
Running
gives
a
a
lot
fuck
less?
about MVP? Was that because of him or was that because of the team? Because that defense
of
was
Lamar.
number one.
It's because of
Oh
Lamar.
my god, bro.
Did you just say Lamar Jackson won the MVP because of the defense, nigga?
That MVP was purely because of his record, not his performance. Because Dak had a better year. Brock Purdy could have had a better year. You could argue he had a better year.
That was
That's
definitely
who y'all.
record.
That's who y'all.
That was for sure record.
Why didn't they give it to Pat Mahomes then? What are we talking about?
They had
Pat Mahomes-
a terrible record.
Yeah.
He,
Well, they didn't have a terrible record, but
what,
they
what
had
are we saying, nigga? What
Mahomes
are
had an underwhelming
They won
year
like
for
10
Patrick
games.
Mahomes
They won like
standards.
10,
Yeah.
11
we- He's had a
games.
terrible record last year.
Not terrible, but not Patrick Mahomes standard.
That was literally the weakest Chiefs team we've seen since like the first Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That was
for
not
real.
impressive.
Someone look up the Chiefs record. While I have a question for y'all on
I think they
this
lost 6 games.
on this fantasy tip.
Yeah, 11
So-
is not that good for the Chiefs.
So somebody offered somebody else in one of my leagues, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah,
and
11
Amon Ross St. Brown for Garrett Wilson and Jameer Gibbs.
Say
Who
that
would you
again.
rather?
You know we're not ready.
Someone offered Marvin Harrison Jr. and Amon Ross St. Brown for Garrett Wilson and Jameer Gibbs. Who would you rather have?
I'd rather have Amon Ra.
I'd rather have
You-
Garrett Wilson and Gibbs. You get
So-
a huge upside with those two. Marvin
So,
Harrison's
Blake-
being overdrafted.
So Blake, you said you'd rather have Marvin Harrison and Amon Ra over Garrett Wilson and Jameer Gibbs,
Yeah.
and then you'd rather the two receivers. I mean, you'd rather the receiver and running back.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison's going like where he's going. He has to like do something fucking incredible for his draft stock, and then they're both gonna have limited upside. Like him and Amon-Ra are going to give you fucking nice floors, but they're not going to have. Garrett Wilson could be wide receiver number 1. Gibbs could be running back number 1. I take the upside on them 2 for top picks.
I'm a little lower on Gibbs than other people are. I think Detroit's going to run the ball a lot. I think David Montgomery is still going to be the goal line back. He's going to get 20 touches a game. Gibbs is going to have to really make the most out of all of his touches. But here's the second offer, and this was sent to me. So they offered me Amon-Ra St. Brown and Marvin Harrison Jr. for A.J. Brown and Kyron Williams.
I already know who sent you that.
He sent you one too?
No. Martin sent you that, huh?
Oh, no. This is in a different league. This is in the league I'm in with Andy. I'm not even going to talk about the offers they sent, nigga.
Damn, I don't give EJ no advice now. The fuck?
Bro, they're saying Caleb Williams for Deshaun Watson. I was like, nigga, fuck out of my face. Devontae Williams for Josh Palmer. I was like, what are we doing?
Huh?
Yeah.
Who is this nigga so I can watch out for him?
I like Joshua Palmer. I'm not going to trade Devontae Williams for him.
Damn, niggas is drinking early. Let me find out who that is.
But Amon-Ra St. Brown, Marvin Harrison Jr. for A.J. Brown and Kyron Williams. And I'm low on Kyron because I feel like
I am too.
Yeah, I would take that.
I am too.
But I'm also low on Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this leads into my fantasy pick of the year is Jameson Williams. I think he's going to have a breakout. I think he's going to take not only all the targets that Josh Reynolds is vacating because he's no longer on the team, because Amon-Ra is going to have so much attention. I feel like there's going to be one of those situations kind of like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin when Chris Godwin had that crazy fantasy year where Jameson Williams just goes crazy this year as well. Again, this is the first round draft pick, arguably the best receiver in his class that included Garrett Wilson. So it's finally time for him to show up and show out.
I love J-Mo this year.
I want to interrupt real quick. I'm looking it up real quick.
Yeah.
Lamar had his 3rd best rushing year last year. So
y'all just don't know what you're saying. Y'all just saying shit is what you're saying.
How many attempts he had?
That's what I do all the time.
No, y'all said that, and I went off of what y'all said in the argument.
So you didn't know either. How many attempts he have?
My fault
for 148 carries, his 3rd most ever.
My fault for trusting y'all.
Damn. Start off the year real slow. Well, valid. But
what are we talking about?
Because I also said that he was not running as much too.
Yeah, I was going off of what these niggas was saying.
This nigga sounded like he knows.
Okay, he's not running as much. No, he's not running as much successfully, but he's still trying to run, and he still defaults to running. I mean, not defaults, but like it's his instinct to run.
Yeah, he ain't no pocket passer, bro.
What's his passing attempts? What's his passing attempts?
His passing attempts, most ever. It was the most ever. And he
shut the fuck up, nigga. Play that fucking drop.
Nigga, gonna be right and right at the same time. Nah, you gotta take an L on one of those, my boy. You can't be right and right. You can't. Nah. You say he a pocket passer. He's his 3rd most rushing season. Damn, this shit don't stop. 3rd most rushing attempts, and then on top of that, he's a pocket passer. Bro, first of all, just throwing the ball don't make you a pocket passer.
No sacks ever.
Exactly.
Thank you, Statman. Man. That's
why he was healthy last year. That's it. He was healthy last year. That's why he's 3rd most.
He walking back your take.
He was healthy.
No, he was healthy last year. I mean, it's the most games he's played. He played 16 games in his rookie year, and last year that was it.
You need to do attempts per game.
Yeah. Anyway, we can move on. Though.
Yeah. I bet you want to move on. Hey, who's your fan?
EJ swear.
My fantasy
real quick though. J-Mo, I agree with you, EJ. J-Mo he gonna whoop some ass this year, bro. That I was pissed I couldn't get him in our draft. That I just had too many receivers already, but I think he's gonna be nasty. He's gonna be nasty.
Hey, this is
the way Dan Campbell talks about him is like that's his son, bro. Like he's ready.
Sam Laporta better go off too. That shit.
I
drafted him early.
I skated on him on purpose.
I drafted him so early in both, and I'm starting to have some regret.
You did some stupid ass shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I gave you a game
talk about that later.
I gave you a game plan.
Yeah, but I feel like you also said the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's different.
Credibility.
Bro. I was mock drafting like crazy from fantasy football, bro.
Crazy.
Hey, you know what button we need? We need a pause button when anybody says a pausable offense.
Nah, for real.
Hey, yo.
Possible.
Yeah. All right. We
Blake,
getting
go
up
ahead.
Wait,
to an hour.
Black's fantasy pick.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Tell us what you got
So,
for us.
I got Marvin Harrison Jr. as my fantasy pick. He is the most touted rookie in NFL fantasy history. So I'm just curious to see. Not really a value pick for me. It's just a fan pick. He's going to be the one player I'm watching all year. So that's it for me.
That's dope. I was gonna say it better not be a value pick because I think he's the most overrated person and going in the top 2 rounds.
He very well might be because I mean,
I think he's gonna crush. By the way, I think he's gonna ball out, but his numbers, bro, to go on that where he's going is just not adding up. Like if you just do the numbers on it.
Yeah, I mean, basically anybody that thinks the Cardinals are going to make the playoffs is because of him. And it's like, is he that good? We're going to see.
Yeah, because they got a lot of targets on that offense, and they still like to run the ball over there. So,
yeah,
even though they lost Kingsbury, but whatever. I think he's going to ball out. That's a good fan pick because he's going to be fun as fuck to watch. Me, my favorite fantasy pick this year is definitely Calvin Ridley. You can get him in round 7. I think everybody's down on him because they all loved him last year, and you know people were off the hype now. But last year the Jaguars were, you know, just I don't know. They was doing some dumb shit, goofy shit with him. How they were using him. If you watch the preseason, how the beat reporters are talking about Calvin Ridley and with the tight ends and Will Levis, they're hyped. They're saying he's balling out, looks healthy. Still 30 years old, so that could be good. It could be bad, but I think he's right in his prime still, and he has a guy who knows how to throw a deep ball to him. He's gonna have a better offensive scheme. Questions about the O-line with the Titans, but I think in the 7th round, I think we're gonna be looking back and be like, damn, he should have been a 4th round, a 3rd rounder. So breakout season for Calvin Ridley.
We trust Will Levis.
I do with that deep ball, yeah, and they're gonna use Calvin Ridley more like where he should have been used. Calvin Ridley also had the most red end zone targets last year that didn't get converted. So get a couple more tugs. That's my pick, y'all. Come on, draft Ridley. Remember who told you. I won't fold you. Remember who told you.
Honorable mention, Javonte Williams. Y'all gonna call me crazy, but in Sean Payton's offenses, my bad. They historically lead the league in receptions out of the backfield. Plus, he's gonna get a majority of the first 2 downs of carries. I think Javonte Williams is gonna get, as long as he stays healthy, a lot of opportunities. So it's up to him whether or not he catches in on those opportunities.
You just copied my homework.
I have Javonte and Jameson in every single league, man.
I've had Javonte the last every single year since he's been drafted. I'm fucking sick of this dude. So this will be the year he breaks out.
Yeah, sure got him this year, bro. Am I wrong? Phoenix, you got am I wrong for us?
Who is Phoenix's fantasy?
I do.
Yeah,
but I do. Dina was messing with me at first.
Yeah, Derrick Henry.
Am I wrong? I'm gonna keep it nice and simple. I saw a stat through my TikTok research. All right, and it said out of the last 6 years, there's been 3 people who's been taking the MVP spot, and it's been Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. Now, you degenerate bettors, would I be wrong to choose one of those 3 like I did? I chose Lamar Jackson. If you had to put the house on it to take one of them.
Historic. Go ahead, Blake.
I saw somebody said on a podcast for the next 10 years, you bet on Mahomes MVP or Chiefs Super Bowl, you're gonna make money. So I mean, if you choose Mahomes as one of those 3, I'm not gonna hold you. But if you choose Aaron Rodgers, that's where it becomes a hot take.
Yeah, especially.
My 2 picks for MVP would be Mahomes and Rodgers. I take Rodgers now in case they beat the Niners week 1 because they're going to have a lot of primetime games and a lot of buzz. And I'd find a way to get some money on Mahomes during the year. But, yeah, man, not like these other niggas, the QBs that are in the league right now, they just not – they either nobody compares to Mahomes. So the fact that he's coming off 2 chips – he's already got the voters in their pocket. It's almost disrespectful of you. Somebody got to really beat him out to take his spot. And I honestly think Lamar coming off an MVP, which a lot of people didn't even feel like an MVP season until the last 3 weeks, really. They were always good the whole year, but when they beat San Fran, he just flipped the odds. So that was basically his MVP season, just that one game. And then him going into the playoffs and folding like that, I feel like they're not giving Lamar another MVP unless he like do some shit in the playoffs. So I feel like it's Mahomes to lose with all the weapons he got. And you're right. You just take that's an easy bet. Like you take the favorites. If you got some Mahomes stock this year, I feel like you're gonna be all right.
Taking Rodgers is crazy though.
Taking Rodgers is crazy. But imagine that he has maybe he doesn't even win, but just has a what did you say? Maybe 9 to 10 to 12 win season.
I think he's got to be historically MVP comes from somebody in the top 2 seeds, so he's got to be. And that's the reason I didn't bet him because I was like, his division's tough as fuck. He probably not gonna be there in the top 2 seeds, but that's why I like Mahomes too, though, because his division is cake, bro.
So y'all not messing with Lamar?
I like Lamar, man.
Really for MVP?
No, not for MVP. I just like him. Because
I like him.
That's what I mean.
He has that goal threat ability. He could beat you out the run, but also he's elite as a pocket passer.
So his performance last year,
this nigga don't rest, bro.
Oh, speaking of last year, I looked up the stats. Lamar Jackson was actually 4th in the league in terms of pocket passing QB rating.
No, he had a great rating last year. But watching, it was like, I don't know, bro. And we see what he do. He's had a great rating a lot of times, but when he gets to it, when shit gets to the fire.
Let me ask you, do you think Tua is a pocket passer?
Yes.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jared Goff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Baker
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, barely.
Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. He can do both, though.
Matthew Stafford?
Yeah.
100%.
Geno Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all niggas that are way below Lamar Jackson when it comes to pocket passer QB rating. So I don't.
That's not a pocket passer rating. That's a QB rating.
No, I looked up pocket passer QB rating specifically. Indigo.
Guess what?
I wasn't dumb enough to just look up QB rating. I looked at the pocket passer.
Did you factor in this? Did you factor in playing with a bunch of leads so you don't have to actually throw when you're down and be forced to make plays? Did you also throw in the fact that he's going to be running the ball and he's a threat to run the ball, so teams put an extra defender in the box so he gets an extra person off the DB field?
He's forced into pocket passing, but he's still
all gets factored in. Oh, this nigga, bro. Every time. Every time.
Hey, man. We almost
on
the episode too.
When we go into post we should combine a clip. We gotta get the public in on this. This is a good debate of whether or not the public believes Lamar Jackson is a pocket passer.
Yeah, we gotta clip this.
We gotta clip this. Yeah, we gotta clip this real good.
Yeah, because I don't know what EJ talking about, Lamar pocket passer, but we know what the real threat of Lamar is, and it's running. And let me say this, EJ, if Lamar could not run the ball, where would he rank in the top 10 QBs? Would he even be top 10? If he could not run the ball, if he had the mobility of Jared Goff,
he'd still be top 10.
Okay, he tripping.
Yeah,
big tripping.
What are we talking about?
Tripping.
If he could only throw.
Lamar is a pretty accurate thrower. What
are we talking about, bro?
He's a great passer.
Lamar's accurate until he's not, bro. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like jitters.
So is Tua, right?
Nah, Tua is accurate. He can't beat shit that he can't. For me, he don't have the athleticism to overcome shit.
Lamar Jackson is when he's off, it gets highlighted more than when he's on. So people just wait till he's inaccurate. Which every quarterback is gonna be inaccurate at some point, bro.
Nah, but Lamar shit is different, bro. He be missing wide open guys.
He completes 67% of his passes, bro. What are we talking about?
He be missing wide open guys, bro. Like in big moments.
Spagnuolo ate that dude for lunch last year.
You said who?
Steve Spagnuolo, Chiefs DC.
He killed everybody in the playoffs. I don't know what we talking about.
Brock Purdy looked better against him.
No. Yep. Josh Allen looked better.
Josh Allen.
He did look better, and he's put up points on that team. Lamar simply can't find a way to put points up in the playoffs. So I don't know how you can say he's a good pocket passer when his teams have probably been the best rosters.
The numbers are on my side.
The regular season numbers?
I hate to break it to you, man.
The regular season numbers, bro.
Yes, the larger sample size of numbers.
What are we doing, bro? Where do we make our name, bro? Where do we make our name? We don't give a fuck about that shit. He put up 50 points on the Lions and ran up his pocket passer QB rating. He ran that shit up. Like, that's what he's been doing. He's great when shit is going his way. I'm trying to find an NBA comp. He's great when shit is going his way, but when you gotta adjust and
Harden,
this is
bro.
the truth.
James Harden.
Nah,
this is a true test of pocket passer rating of how good you are in the pocket. A guy like Tom Brady, the game changes, I can adjust. Rodgers, the game changes, I can adjust. Oh, they're playing me this way. I'm gonna change by doing this way. Lamar, the game changes, it's like, oh fuck, and he panics because he's not really a pocket passer. That doesn't come natural.
This was the deepest we've seen him in the playoffs because he's normally hurt by the time the playoffs come around. So, I mean, you could use playoffs this, playoffs that, but we usually don't see him. This is really his first time having a good team in the playoffs. This was his first playoff real experience.
What about his MVP season when he played the Titans and got whooped? I mean, I just haven't seen a good Lamar. I haven't seen a great Lamar game. I saw the one.
You talking about his year 2 in the NFL?
Regardless, though,
in the NFL,
what did Mahomes do? I'm just saying, a lot of these dudes,
niggas to Jordan, bro. Why we keep doing that?
We
comparing niggas to Jordan?
What's Lamar's best game in the playoffs? What's Lamar's best game in the playoffs?
He's only had 3 games, bro.
But what's his best game? What's the best game you've seen from him?
Probably first round last year
against the Titans? I think it's the Texans.
Yeah, when they killed them niggas. It wasn't even close second half.
By far the weakest division, the weakest.
Texans were nice last year. Are we saying Texans weren't nice last year?
The defense?
Yeah,
that was the worst defense in the Texans defense.
Texans didn't have a good defense.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh man.
Hold the
Stingley,
fuck
bro.
up.
Stingley was drafted ahead of Sauce Gardner.
Keep in mind
Anderson, what are we talking about?
Keep in mind Baker Mayfield's Bucks put up 30 something on this defense, but this is the defense we're talking about.
This nigga Andy makes a point and he just wants to stay on the point no matter what, bro.
What you mean? You changing the point?
I'm not changing. I'm answering your questions. That's all I'm doing. How am I changing the point?
So you saying the Texans were a good defense last year?
Answering your questions.
All right. So my bad. The Texans were a good defense last year. That's what you're saying.
Fox Sports has them rated 14th, so that's literally middle of the pack. That's
for last year.
You can argue it either way. This is Fox Sports.
Sounds like top half of the league to me.
I mean, I'm about to check right now.
Technically,
32 teams. 32 teams. You know,
Houston Texans defensive rating.
18 teams below them.
I just want to say the heat on this podcast, the heat debate. This is why we started this shit.
Facts.
Yeah, just so that we have video proof every time I'm correct.
Yeah.
I bet it's gonna be 0.
Wait till NBA season come around, man.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Nigga believe in Lamar Jackson. That's like Joel Embiid, bro. He a Joel Embiid of the NBA, of the NFL. That's who he is.
That's a good one.
Too. That's making sense now.
He's really Peyton Manning, but we ain't gotta talk about that. Hey, pocket watching.
Nigga, bro, every sentence is a whole new segment, bro.
Bro, Peyton Manning's first 7-8 years in the NFL. Do y'all know what he did in the playoffs?
Yeah, he was garbage.
He no shit.
I still think
he won
there's reasons for that. He for sure was.
And he was a pocket passer, but he won MVPs, bro. So I compare them to each other the same way Pat Mahomes is getting compared to Brady, where Pat Mahomes is having all this offseason success, but regular season, it's kind of, it's right there, hand in hand.
You know what? I actually kind of agree with that because Peyton Manning was low key like Lamar. Like he was a scripter. Like he would enter the game with I'm gonna do this. This is the best way to win. But if you found a way to counteract him, usually you couldn't. But if you found a way to counteract him, put some pressure on him, then it's now he has to come up with a backup game plan. I feel like that's where Peyton Manning struggles.
Sometimes it takes time. And in the NFL, a lot of quarterbacks don't even get a single quarterback win, or not quarterback win, a single win in the playoffs throughout their whole career. So I feel like we're just being a little bit too hard on Lamar Jackson for whatever reason. I think the Patriots fan in you is coming out.
He got 2 MVPs bro. Like, I'm not doing no week being too hard.
Called you racist.
MVPs.
I'm glad you caught that.
That was wild. Lamar's my guy, bro. I love Lamar. But 2 MVPs, bro. Like, it's time to do something.
Let's go into pocket watching.
Oh, wait. I got a better transition. Speaking of pocket passing.
This nigga been waiting.
He's over there stewing that shit.
Speaking of pocket passing, anybody got a pocket watching?
Somebody hit the button.
Please.
Thank you.
There we go.
His own
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
My pocket watch is gonna be Jerry Jones schooling CD Lamb on how to take care of money. I don't know if any of y'all can pull up the clip. Everybody can pull up the Instagram clip.
Oh, I forgot you. I got it.
I did not know that's what the clip was about, to be honest. I thought you said Jerry Judy. I was like, what?
Did I say? I meant Jerry Jones. If I said
Low key, y'all. Q look like Jerry Judy, bro.
I can see it.
Patriots fan, I'm telling you.
How the fuck I look like Jerry Judy and Drew Holiday, bro?
I'm telling y'all, bro.
It's
like,
a
if
lot.
they had a baby.
Any nigga named Jay.
If they had
Go
a
to the
gay
next
baby.
slide.
What?
You ever seen a gay baby? I'll tell you about that next podcast.
Red flag on the play.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
If you stay on the screen.
Be careful. Be careful. Look under the hood. Give it a lot of consideration as you make decisions regarding what you have as far as keeping it. You don't have to be smart to make money. You do not have to be. You can be very talented. You can be very driven. You do not have to be smart to make money, but you have to be real smart to keep it.
Dr. Umar. Yeah, I
That
agree.
nigga-
I agree with
That
that.
nigga was
Umar is
preaching,
in
high
the
key.
chat.
That nigga was preaching.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Umar gonna call me a coon, and a lot of people in the chat, the comments think that's like Jerry Jones talking to a slave. But I thought it was like real love. Like Jerry Jones has seen plenty of he's seen plenty of players crash out, for lack of a better term.
We
With
can
their
see the comments
finances.
on the screen. I was gonna say I didn't see a single bad comment.
Yeah.
I seen some. I seen some more on Twitter
That's
too.
very
They said
again. People think it's like that was like, oh, how come you don't give Tony Romo that talk when you give him
I
his
saw that.
suspension?
sounds
But
very
it's like-
racist driven.
I mean,
Nah,
the
but I
truth of the
completely
matter
agree.
is Tony Romo's not buying no chains, right?
I'm sorry, but yeah, niggas gonna do some
What?
nigga rich shit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, y'all going way different. I think he was just answering a question, and I don't know if he ever got asked the question about Tony Romo's money. But $100 million guaranteed, no matter who you are, is a lot of fucking money, especially when you're 24, 25 years old. So I think he was just giving a real answer. Jerry Jones is coming towards the later years of his life. And I feel like that sounds like an answer he would give to literally anybody who just got $100 million guaranteed. Like, you do not have to be smart to make money. This is true. We see dumb people make money all the fucking time, but to keep it, you gotta have your wits about you. So
Yeah.
I'm not mad at all about what Jerry Jones is saying.
It's just the fact that it's coming out of Jerry Jones's mouth. Like,
Right.
we know
Also-
what energy he gives off.
He was in
Like,
that KKK picture like 10 decades ago.
Yeah.
oh God, bro.
Also, the fact this coming after the fact that he tried to fight him on the contract. So it just sound funny, but I completely agree. This is like,
Yeah.
honestly, every NFL player should be heeding that advice. Like, you don't, just because you're talented today enough to make
Yeah.
bread, like, that shit not always going to be there. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be
Facts.
stacking up and
Look at Henry
always
Ruggs.
multiplying your money. Exactly. So that's it. Damn. RIP, bro.
Yeah.
Check under the hood.
Did he?
If
Wait,
you
did he
guys,
die?
no, he's
Nah,
in
nah.
But
the person he hit. The person he
His
hit
career
died,
did.
right?
Oh,
His
yeah.
career died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you guys are into sports docuseries, not you guys that I'm talking to, you guys as in the audience, 30 for 30 broke goes into a deep dive about NFL
Ooh.
players losing their money extremely quickly. So
It's
yeah,
a real thing.
it's so crazy to me, bro, how you can lose, like, but I guess I'm not up there. So, like, you get in
Yeah.
certain circles and they're like, oh, I spent $100,000 today, you know, but I'm just like, damn, bro, if I had 50 mil, It would be tough for me to lose. I get to the last 5 mil and be like, all right, let me chill. Like,
yeah.
Nah,
You can wait till you get to 5 mil left.
I'm saying there at least be a point where I'm like, all right, I'm at the end. You feel me?
I think it's one of those things kind of similar to like people who win the lottery. Like a lot of times you'll see they go broke after
Yeah.
this because they never had that type of money before in their lives. So they just don't know how to manage that. You know, it's a little different when people gradually, you know, obtain like wealth where they're all like, okay, I'll learn how to budget for myself and certain expenses aren't going to be changed versus, hey, one day I had $5 in my bank account and the next day I have millions of dollars. Like, you're gonna go on a shopping spree. You're gonna be like, damn, like
that's about millions of dollars to blow on some vices too.
Facts.
Oh, bro, I'd have Colombia's best strippers in my. Oh my god, bro! Don't give me 10
It's
mil.
not even that shit that makes
and drugs.
Because people can really control themselves. It's about like taking care of your family, your homies. That's where you get fucked up.
That's where you get fucked.
That's the hard part.
Same with the lottery shit. People know your fucking contract. You can look that shit up right now. If you CD Lamb's cousin or grew up with him, hey man, I need a car. I'm trying to start a business. Yada yada yada. Telling niggas no is probably the toughest thing for them.
Facts,
because they know you got it. Yeah, they know you got it.
Yeah, because you look like the bad person.
Yeah,
when you say no, like I can only imagine my stupid ass. I'll probably be giving out shit left and right until I start getting mad. Then I gotta start getting fake mad at niggas.
Yeah, I at least say no the first 10 times and be like, all right.
I disappear. Like, no,
low key though. Catch me Italy in some villa somewhere.
All right, let's go into this 90-second drill. This week, we have top 10 quarterbacks. Do we have any volunteers on who wants to go first on their top 10 quarterback list? Okay, Blake John. Let me know when you're ready.
Who?
Blake John. All right, hold on. I gotta position my phone so I can see this shit. All right, we good now. All right.
Good time starts now.
Yeah, I need a chair desperately. All right, number one, Mahomes. Ain't no reason to talk about Mahomes. I had better to hear none of y'all talk about Mahomes. Josh Allen, number 2. He's got the talent between the rushing and the passing. Regular season dominance really puts the team on his back. He's only taken out by Mahomes, and realistically, there's never been a year where I thought Josh Allen should win the Super Bowl. Number 3, Lamar. Used to be number 2, but it's undeniable that he shrinks in the postseason. It's funny that we talked about this earlier. Josh Allen is just losses, but it seems like Lamar is like shrinkage. Like Lamar actually shrinks under pressure. Josh Allen just loses. Number 4, hot take, Matt Stafford. This guy lacks talent and he lacks the help. But he's the only, next to Mahomes, is the only Super Bowl champ in my top 10. I also got Jalen Hurts at number 5. You guys are gonna like this one. He's Joe Burrow, but with one more Super Bowl appearance, one more All-Pro selection, and more durability. Not one more Super Bowl appearance. He has one Super Bowl appearance along with Joe Burrow. Sorry. Where he lacks in passing, he makes up for way more in rushing.
20 seconds.
Oh, shit. Joe Burrow, number 6. He's number 6 just because of his one Super Bowl appearance. That's it. Joe Burrow is basically Eli Manning. Talk to your mother. Rain Dakota Prescott. Yes, his name is Rain. So I'm going to go over. I'm sorry, y'all. Regular season performer, 4 to 8 years. He's had over 10 wins. He led the league in passing. Touchdowns 2023. He needs to make a NFC title game. Number 8, I got Justin Herbert. He's still new. It's time for him to show up with Coach Harbaugh. He's basically baby Josh Allen. He's athletic. He's a freak, and he's talented. He probably has a higher IQ than Josh Allen. He just needs to perform now. He's had enough running years. And one NFC title appearance. And number 11, Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, what?
I'm just trying to put a number 11. Oh, no. I can't believe you powered through that.
That's crazy.
That was tough. I had to add my notes in. I had to.
That was crazy.
Went over 2 minutes. Who else? Who got a 90-second win? Who got a 90?
I got a fucking 30-second win here.
Do it.
All right, Phoenix.
Law of averages.
Top 10 quarterbacks.
All right. Don't ask me why. Going based off vibes. Nah. Y'all ready?
Yep.
He's ready.
Starting now.
1, obviously, Pat Mahomes. 2, Lamar, and 3, Josh. And it's funny that Blake said what he said about Lamar and Josh Allen because I feel like it's flipped. Same reasoning, but flipped. Got a little bit more trust in Lamar this year than I do Josh Allen. 4, we're on Joe Burrow. 5. Oh, I don't know if I like this. But fuck it, I got to stick with it. 5, Justin Herbert. 6, Stroud. 7, Dak. 8, Rodgers. 9, Stafford. 10, Jalen Hurts. Sorry, Eagles fans.
Interesting. I'm trying not to debate nobody right now. You feel me? Trying to get our takes off.
All right, Indigo.
Yeah.
Top 10
All
quarterback.
right.
Starting
So
now.
top 10 quarterbacks for me. I'm taking 1, Mahomes. That's the GOAT, the baby GOAT. You feel me? So no need to argue that. 2, put some respect on Joe Burrow, baby. I'm taking Joe Burrow, number 2. We've seen what he can do. He's the most cerebral quarterback in the league behind Mahomes. Don't need super big arm talent, just like Tom Brady did it, baby. Just killing people with kindness. Number 3, the behemoth, Josh Allen. He a crackhead, but it don't matter. He still got all the talent in the world, most talented quarterback in the league. Big upside. 4, Lamar Jackson. Still got a lot of proof in the playoffs, but his legs give him an unbeatable quotient. So I'm taking him at 4. 5, don't forget about Rodgers. We still got to see if he's fully healthy. And I know he lost some mobility, so he's probably not going to be the same quarterback, but still better than 90% of these niggas. So I'm taking Rodgers at 5. 6, Matt Stafford. Got a chip. He's one of the most accurate QBs. Don't forget what he did with the Lions, putting them to big seasons. Got one of the best minds behind him, but he's the best engine. One of the best engines in the league. 7, Stroud, CJ Stroud, the young buck. Still got a lot of questions about him in the short passing game, but his long passing game is elite, and he's got a good mind on his shoulders. 8, Dakota Prescott. Don't trust him fully in the playoffs, but he's still one of the most accurate and most trustworthy QBs in the regular season. 9, Jalen Hurts, been to Super Bowl, went toe-to-toe with Mahomes. One of the best Super Bowl performances I've ever seen. He's a beast, and I like his composure too. And his legs give him an extra quotient. And Justin Herbert, 2 years ago, he would have been number 3 or number 4, but we haven't seen improvement since his rookie season. I gotta see more from you, Herb. That's my top 10.
Wow.
And Blake went ghost.
All right. Y'all ready for my list?
Let's hear this shit.
Who gonna time
I'm here.
I'll time you.
This thing
You got it.
angles.
Nigga, you taking a piss or what?
Wait, whoa!
Nigga beating his meat to my list.
Hey,
Hey, you taking a piss for real?
I have to, bro.
Oh my god, bro. This
Yo,
is different.
Y'all don't get this on
I
other.
muted it.
Y'all don't get this on any other podcast, bro. They
Yeah,
don't
really.
take you. They don't take you to the bathroom with them, bro. They
Yeah,
don't.
really behind the scenes shit, bro.
all right. Who
That's so crazy.
hey man, you can't mute, bro. You couldn't mute.
He wasn't nasty ass nigga. Just want you to know that, bro.
Wait,
Look, that nigga didn't even wash his hands.
Hands, bro.
bro.
What you mean?
Bro,
I'm right
you-
here. I'm right here.
Oh, you went back,
come
bro. You went back.
No, I did it.
But disgusting, bro.
The same time.
Yeah, you look. Tomato.
All right,
Bruh.
who got my time?
I got your
Definitely
timer.
not Blake.
Ready, steady, Freddie.
Number 1, I got Patrick Mahomes. I mean, let's be real. 6 years, 2 MVPs, 3 Super Bowls, and he's never not been in the AFC Championship game as a NFL starter. It's crazy. Number 2, I got Lamar Jackson. He's not just a running QB. He's someone who excels in the pocket. Number 3, I got CJ Stroud. Threw for over 4K yards last year. He's poised. He makes all the right throws in the right moments. High IQ on the field. I got CJ Stroud, number 3. Number 4, I got Joe Burrow, man. He got health issues. Can he ever stay healthy for a full season? We have yet to see it. Well, we've seen it once, and they went to the Super Bowl, but after that, fell short. And then he fell short again, and then he had the terrible season last year. Number 5, I got Josh Allen. Athletic monster. However, he does not have the intangibles. He's inefficient. He turns the ball over at the worst moments.
30 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Number 6, I got Dak Prescott. Number 7, I got Justin Herbert. Wasn't too long ago, he threw for over 5,000 yards. Number 8, I have Jalen Hurts. He's a professional, man. He knows how to win the game. Number 9, I got Matthew Stafford. A couple years ago, he would have been higher on my list. He won Super Bowl. Number 10, Aaron Rodgers coming off the Achilles. We'll see exactly where he ends up at the end of the season if he could stay healthy, but he's still a 3-time MVP and a Super Bowl champ.
Shut up! Buzzer beater.
Give it to him.
Okay.
Okay. At the buzzer.
Don't tell me to shut up. I was done.
At the buzzer. Nah, give him that shut up. Give him that shut up. Give him that shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
All right. Let's dice up these lists, y'all, because some of y'all got some goofy ass shit going on.
Yeah, Joe Burrow at 2 is crazy. Joe Burrow at 2 is crazy.
Joe Burrow at 2 is wild.
Someone who hasn't won a Super Bowl at 2 is crazy.
Lamar's won a Super Bowl?
I know.
Look, I trust. Okay, in the playoffs, you have a team to start with. You trust Lamar. You want to win a Super Bowl, not win regular season games. You trust Lamar. You trust Joe Burrow.
Lamar.
Given the same team.
The defense has more to scheme up against with Lamar than they do with Joe Burrow.
That's true on a regular season basis.
No, even in the playoffs, they have more to scheme up against with Lamar Jackson than they do with Joe Burrow.
Then how come Joe Burrow does better in the playoffs?
Dumb debate now. Like,
how come Joe Burrow does better in the playoffs if the defenses have such a hard time scheming up against
does he do better,
Lamar?
or did he just have one great season where
2 great seasons?
One great season.
He went to 2 AFC championship games.
And what happened in the second one?
Lamar barely went to an AFC championship last year. And even Joe Burrow,
because he's barely been healthy, bro. We gonna go, bro.
You talking to Joe Burrow about barely being healthy?
Let's stick on the question. The question is,
yeah,
defenses need to scheme up more against Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow. Blake, what do you think?
Joe Burrow.
Phoenix.
Lamar.
The answer is Lamar Jackson because Joe Burrow cannot.
You asked me.
Because we know your answer. You already said it.
I didn't say my answer. Do you have to? Okay, this is what I think the difference is, in my opinion, and I'll toss it back to you. Lamar, you have more to scheme up against. He's more stressful to scheme against because your players are not used to his speed and his athleticism. But Joe Burrow is harder to stop, if that makes sense. Lamar, you have to look like there's a wide range of shit you got to be prepared for. But Joe Burrow can do this 1, 2, 3 things way better than Lamar can do.
The reason why I disagree is because Lamar Jackson has never had a wide receiver as talented as T. Higgins, and T. Higgins is Joe Burrow's number 2. That's why I disagree. Everything that Lamar Jackson has done, even with his 2 MVPs, has been with middle of the pack receivers, bro. So I mean, what are we really talking about? We're talking about somebody who's actually been able to put the team on his back, similar to Josh Allen, the way he does, except for he actually can win a game by himself. We've seen it happen all the time. He just hasn't been healthy in the playoffs as often as some of these other people have, so that we haven't seen as many playoff games from Lamar Jackson as a Joe Burrow, even though Joe Burrow has been hurt as well, too. So,
but he has been in the playoffs though. You can't like toss out the playoff games he has played because he's been hurt in the other ones. Like
I'm not tossing it out. I'm not tossing it out. I'm just saying I would rather Lamar Jackson on my team in the playoffs than Joe Burrow because not only are the linebackers gonna have to stay at home to watch the quarterback, but that just opens up the. Imagine Lamar Jackson on the Bengals, bro. Jamar Chase is going to be sprinting down the field every fucking time.
God, bro. This guy Lamar has in a better organization. The Ravens are a first-class organization. He has his coach is 10 times better, has already won a chip. His defense is 10 times better. We're not playing this game with if you had one wide receiver. Like, bro, he's got better personnel everywhere else besides wide receiver, sure. But Joe Burrow had the worst line in fucking NFL history. He got sacked 19 times in the playoffs and still made a Super Bowl. He was getting his head rocked off and still made a Super Bowl behind a trash O-line. Lamar's had a great O-line.
If you were a quarterback,
yeah.
Do you think it would be harder to put up good numbers with bad receivers or harder to put up good numbers with a poor offensive line?
Poor offensive line.
That's just bad receivers. We saw it with Pat Mahomes. Jordan Jordan had bad seasons with bad receivers. What are we talking about?
I don't know about that.
Nah, we've seen Tom Brady have great offensive lines and have weak ass receivers and still put up great numbers.
Randy Moss is a weak receiver.
No, I'm talking. That's
Wes Welker?
one season. That's one season.
What
That's a crazy one.
What is that?
Nigga chose one season out of 20-year career. Come on, man.
Hey,
Deion Branch. Deion Branch. Deion.
Yo,
Oh,
dude.
let me look up these receivers. Deion Branch.
Yeah, Deion Brett. Come on, man.
Deion
Look.
Branch was a bad receiver.
No, nigga. If you're gonna talk about then put in Hollywood Brown, put in the young buck that was from
Hollywood Brown for who?
bro. Deion Branch is not that nigga, bro. He was a cornerback who got turned to a wide receiver. Like,
why
come
you
on.
saying Hollywood Brown?
Because I'm saying if you're talking about Deion Branch counts, then Hollywood Brown counts.
Nigga couldn't get on the field.
Wow.
What we talking?
Zay Flowers, I take Zay Flowers over Deion Branch. I love Deion. Actually, no, I won't. But
You would do what?
that's so I wouldn't do that.
all right, y'all. Hey, we getting up to the hour and a half. All right, this is gonna go on forever. This is what we do. This is what we do. Okay, let's get to moral victories. I'll let you two
Wait.
say your
Any-
last statements.
All right. I was gonna say, is there any other beef for the list? Yeah, go ahead, Blake.
Bro, we all got CJ Stroud way too high, man.
Thank you. Not me though.
Way too
I got
high.
them in 7.
I have
Still
CJ
too
Stroud.
high. How is CJ Stroud over Dak Prescott?
I have him barely over Dak Prescott.
I think
I have-
CJ Stroud's a
yeah,
better
I haven't
quarterback
won.
than Dak.
I have him 1 over, and I think that's pretty reasonable.
What he did
We
his
a
rookie
little-
year is like we've never seen that.
Mhm.
Yeah, same shit. We didn't see it from Herbert either. Look how that shit turned out.
Well, Herbert's been hurt.
Herbert has
He
not
was hurt
grown
last
as a-
year.
He was, but he hasn't grown as a passer. Like, be honest. You seen like a lot of growth out of him, or he's the same as his rookie year? He's still great, but I feel like he hasn't taken a step.
I mean, 2 years ago he was a top 5.
I don't think it's his
quarterback.
fault.
Last year he had plantar fasciitis. I think he still has it. Like he couldn't
Yeah.
run last year. So I mean, it's hard to say Justin Herbert fell off. He was just hurt.
No. I don't think he fell off. I just feel like he came in like where CJ is, where people had him top 5, top 7, and he kind of just stayed there. And he's not like taking any steps.
CJ could easily fall this year with a midseason.
I honestly think my thing with CJ is we saw a lot of his deep bomb shit, and he was killing that shit. But the short game and the short game was not, and like he has some flaws in his game that I think haven't been shown yet. And I think with a whole offseason to scheme up, like these are paid NFL coaches. They paid more than anybody in the world. They're gonna find a way to test him on his other weaknesses.
Yeah, you got
Takes are
17 games of tape.
No, I'm
you got
telling you.
17
I'm
His
telling
short
y'all
game
right
was
now.
bad, but Tank Dell was his number 1 receiver.
What's that got to do with anything?
Tank Dell, that's all he does is short passes for Tank Dell. Tank Dell just got hurt, so he didn't have that slot receiver anymore.
Bro, there's a lot. It's not about Tank Dell, bro. His long game was what he really wowed out on. His short game, he had a heavy run scheme and deep balls. He had the Russell Wilson type offense.
He was also clutch, which was
He was clutch.
ICC.
That's the one
Yeah.
thing that was most impressive to me. The IQ and the clutch. It's not even the
Very
passing
clutch.
because he's gonna still have to work on the passing.
My point is, I just need to see it for a little more.
Same.
But
That's what you're gonna do this year, and at the end of the year, you're gonna be like, maybe we should put him a little bit higher.
Yeah,
Well,
well, that was my beef with everybody's list. That was pretty much it.
Word. Kind of agree with you.
I'm curious to see where Aaron Rodgers ends up.
Same.
Same. It could. Be
I will
3,
say
it could be
that's my beef
14.
with my own list is that I have Aaron Rodgers at 8. I don't even like that. Like,
I don't think it's that bad.
I
though.
mean, even Tom Brady
No.
was bad at 40, so I don't think it's really a terrible.
yeah.
because I feel like I have Rodgers too high, but I'm
I think
putting
I
it out of
put-
respect.
I put Rodgers at 10 just because of the respect there.
And
I
Yeah.
low key was being
Really?
petty with my Jalen Hurts placement.
Where you
Jalen
put him?
Hurts at 10.
Nah, I think he's around, bro. It's crazy how much shit. This is my thing with Stroud too. It's crazy how fucking QBs fall off like after a
Yeah.
year or 2 years.
Did Jalen
Like
Hurts
just some
fall
new
off?
shit come in. Not fall off, but how people feel about them. Like
Yeah.
after the Super Bowl, you would have put
the
him top
opinion-
5. Easy.
I
The
would not have put him
opinion
in
of-
top 5. Hell no.
That's
Most
you're a
people would have
hater.
put him top 5 in the Super after that Super Bowl.
Why would they?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I think most people
I
did
was one of
have
them.
him top
Yeah.
5 for sure.
yeah,
he
that
went
was a
he went
success.
into last season as predicted.
Maybe
a
an
top
MVP
five
favorites.
Maybe
Yeah.
a top 5 fantasy quarterback. You could be an MVP favorite and not be a top 10 quarterback. Shout out to Brock Purdy.
That's the
Nah,
thing. A lot of
Brock
people.
Purdy
a
was
lot
an
of people
MVP
can play
favorite
fantasy in
halfway
real
through.
life.
No,
say
Brock
what?
Purdy was an MVP favorite till they lost to the Ravens in like week
Not at the
14.
beginning of the season.
Not at the beginning. He was like
No
plus
way at the
20,000.
beginning of the season.
bro.
No way, SB. Nobody even
we're talking about
believed
the
in him at
season
the
that
beginning.
we're talking about the season he had, and we're talking about can you be an MVP favorite and not be a top 10 quarterback? And I'm saying that Brock Purdy was an MVP favorite up till that Ravens loss, right? And he was not a top 10 quarterback
for 1 week.
He didn't start the
It
season
wasn't
as
for
MVP
1 week.
favorite.
Nah,
Dak Prescott beat the
that shit was
Eagles
like
or whatever.
2 months. I had to do 2 months of Brock Purdy shit.
I don't think
I was
so.
in
I think
it.
it was 1
Brock
week.
Purdy. But look, you got to remember, we got to what was it? The NFC Championship, lost in that crazy fucking stupid ass way with all those injuries. So we go into this season, this season, with people still not really understanding whether or not Brock Purdy is the person who can do his job. And I mean, he got us to the NFC Championship, but he got out pretty early because of that injury. He was not the MVP favorite going into.
I'm not talking about going into the season,
but that's what we're talking about.
No, he's talking about being an MVP favorite and a top 10 quarterback. Just those two things.
No, I was saying after the Super Bowl.
Can you be both?
You can be
You
one
can,
without the
but
other.
it'll
It's
be very
unlikely.
nuanced. Like
Yeah, it's very nuanced.
Like the only reason Brock is in that
2 weeks.
position is because he's on literally one of the greatest offenses
in history.
Like
the greatest minds.
You can't. Jalen Hurts is in a similar situation. I don't think really. Jalen Hurts got weapons. What are you talking about?
I don't think it's good as the Niners, but I do kind of agree there. But I think a lot of people, maybe not you, but a lot of people were fooled into thinking that he was a top 5 QB. Because even me, I didn't really believe it. I was like, nah, what I seen in that Super Bowl, I was like, if he could do that, he might be, bro. And I've never seen nobody go besides Brady go like that at even Burrow, bro. Like Burrow's had like cerebral games, but Hurts was, bro, that was different.
I think numbers.
We want these AI clips
and an L.
Both of getting up to 2 hours. I want these AI clips.
Yeah, we could move to we could do more victory.
Facts.
All right, who got more victories then?
Cute.
Okay, I'll start. All right, my moral victory of the week is Gabby Williams. You know, she started off in the WNBA. She got cut. She hasn't been playing for this past season. She ended up going crazy during the Olympics for the French national team. Helped lead them to just a 1-point loss against the United States women's team. And she ended up getting a contract from the Seattle Storm after that. So shout out to Gabby Williams, defensive stalwart from France.
Fire.
Word up, Gabby. Word up.
That's what's up.
Indigo, you have more.
I didn't have a moral victory, but you know, I kind of do got one. Shout out Daniel Jones. Had a shit ass preseason. Threw a pick in his own end zone. That's crazy. Threw a pick in his own end zone. Threw multiple picks throughout the preseason. Tripped over his own legs a couple times. Classic Daniel Jones fashion. But he's $1 million man. And he's pocketing another 40 mil this year. I want to give a big shout out to Jerry Jones, who's completely right. You don't got to be good at shit to get money, baby. So all y'all people watching out there, if you think you can't get some money, Daniel Jones is getting 40 M's to be trash at something he's supposed to be great at. Go find something that you could be great at and get your 40 M's too.
Hey, what's a bigger scam? That contract or the chase method that everybody's been doing this week?
Oh, they getting them niggas.
Are
bro.
people stupid, bro? Are people dumb?
Them. They didn't learn from the PPP, bro.
Even the PPP was a better method than this chase shit.
Yeah. Like niggas is just dumb. Like all your information is there.
Andy for sure turned that shit on, bro.
What shit on?
You turned on the chase glitch, huh?
He turned it. He flipped the switch.
Andy on the inside now.
It's not even a glitch.
Y'all niggas down.
It's not even a glitch. Niggas were writing themselves a check.
Yeah, that's basically what it was, which is crazy because they gonna collect.
Yeah, that's the easiest fraud to correct.
That's so crazy. I seen some dude crying. I gotta find a video. He was crying on like his feed about they butchered his account, basically put everything like negative 50K or some shit. I was like, you goofy.
Blake, you got more victory of the week?
I didn't, but I low-key just thought of one. Chris Bosh, who had his career cut short by blood clots, was recently playing in his first competitive game in, I think, 8 years. It was the Goran Dragic farewell game. So it's cool to just see him back on the court, even though his NBA career is cut short. And recently I've been seeing Chris Bosh get celebrated on the internet. So shouts out Chris Bosh, man.
Shout out Chris Bosh.
Yeah, shout out Chris Bosh, man. Long neck having ass nigga.
Y'all, if you've been listening to us up to this point, Phoenix, you said you didn't have one, right?
I didn't, but I do have one because it was for one of our pods that we didn't end up recording. So it's a little bit old, but my moral victory, like I said, it's a little old. It's to Jared Cannonier. A couple weeks ago, they had a UFC fight night. Cannonier versus, I can't even fucking say his last name. Whatever, fuck. Brazilian nigga. First of all, showed out talent. But what impressed me is that Jared Cannonier is 40 years old. He's a 40-year-old top 10 middleweight gatekeeper. And when people say gatekeeper, it's usually like a derogatory term. It can't be derogatory when a nigga is 40 years old putting the paws on people. Now, I don't know if you guys saw that fight. If not, go back and watch it. It was such a good fight. This nigga got knocked out while standing up and woke back up in the middle of the fight. Like, the shit was crazy. And to tie into that, shout out to the fighting nerds. Well, I don't even know what to call it. Faction, I guess, who have like a group of crazy up and coming people, which is the guy that Cannonier fought. I can't say his name, but in that group is also Carlos Prates, which y'all know now I'm a fan of, and Jean Silva, whatever. Three dogs. But anyways, yeah, shout out Cannonier. Moral victory. You can be 40 years old and whoop niggas ass.
All right, y'all. That was our episode.
Yeah.
Comment in the
Great
chat
episode.
who you think's better, Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow.
Y'all know the right answer. Y'all know the right answer. Stay blessed, y'all. Let's kick off NFL the right way, man.
Woo!
Like, subscribe, comment, all that shit. Help us out, man.
Damn.